the snow in Indiana. It absolutely snows there. It snows hard and heavy, and it's interesting when you get the snow out there with the lake effect and the humidity that's in the air. When it comes down, it's heavy. It's a heavy snow. It's very wet because of the atmosphere, the climate. And when it lands on the ground, it doesn't just kind of sit there and then disappear. It starts to ice almost immediately because the humidity, the atmosphere is so cold. It ices. So when you get into some of those small towns, for example, I was in Linton, Indiana, down south, small little town, coal mining town, and because it snowed about 3 or 4 days in a row, it just kind of accumulated on top of each other, and it froze. And so literally on top of the street there was a sheet, just a sheet of ice that was probably a good 6 inches thick. And they didn't have snow plows that would come down some of these back roads. And when I say back roads, I'm not talking about like the dirt roads. I'm talking about paved over roads, very, there's still traffic. These are neighborhoods, but they don't come down some of these back roads. At least they didn't in the early 2000s. I'm sure they do now with all the technology. But anyway, so I'd go running every morning on my mission. It was an absolute. So I'm out running in the mornings, and me and my companion, and we're like trying not to slide as we're running on some of these roads because that ice just builds up, and then it snows on top of that, and it's fresh snow, so you can't see it. And so sometimes you have to be really careful, because you'll have somebody be driving along, a younger kid, they see the snow, they don't realize they're driving on this much ice. So you have to be very careful. And it gets cold. That snow and then that wind goes right through your clothes. So layers are important, and thermal underwear is a must out there, if you know what I mean.